Yo, just wanted to let y'all know how we get down around here, because as a solo male, I ain't got nothing in life, you know, except scared realities that may face them, you know. So I think, you know, we're gonna get a different perspective here in a second, but the thing I wanted to elaborate on was the lurking, you know? When you're just chilling here, thinking you're all safe and sound, you just never know though in all reality. You only have you, and that's it. So, when you don't have a wife, child, a dog, an animal, anything like that to help navigate and figure things out, you know, like you see these planes in the air, you know, they got these lights flickering, you know, all this different stuff, maybe trying to convey messages and stuff. So the point of the beat that I just want to say here is that, like, you know, you can't be scared. You got to live in this fear. You got to think that, you know, my buddy said, I think it's called, no, it's not OPSEC. It's just living that hard life, man, you know. Never knowing when you're going to get run up on. Never know when someone's going to be coming up on you on the street. You never know. So you got to live that hard life, okay? All day, every day. You know, it's not all flutes and berries and pianos and harps, you know. Although that's beautiful when it is, but you just got this, like, banging stuff that's, like, you know, cool stuff underground that, like, plays a trip on you, you know. So the point of what I'm trying to say is that I got Morse code tattooed on my left leg. When you're in a situation like this, just having to listen, be in the dark, like acting you're in the battlefield, and figure out your next move. You just gotta know that, like, you gotta be able to communicate to beings, not extraterrestrials, just terrestrial, I guess, you know. So whether it be planes flying above, comrades to your left or right, sign language, no voice recognition, no sounds need to be made. They don't. So when you can flash a light like, you know, and trip out a little bit, you gotta understand that you can convey messages through non-verbal communication. Like, there was this dude, he was a torture patient from Japan, I believe, back in the, you know, what would that be, World War II? You know, he was captured and Japan, like, let him speak in front of the camera, but he obviously couldn't tell them that they were, tell the, you know, the media, the U.S. media, that the Japanese were torturing him. So he used Morse code. He blinked it. He blinked. He goes blink, 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 you know, letters of the alphabet saying it's torture. It's torture. And he probably saved his life from actually, like, saying those words and being killed by the Japanese versus, you know, subliminally getting that message across. So, you know, whether it be a tattoo or just another language, like ASL is something that I really want to learn for many reasons. knowledge is power, power perception, perception sells. So the more you know. I just watched this movie. It was a very good movie. It was about Edward Snowden. Y'all know Edward Snowden? That whistleblower. I bet he's 36, 37 years of age right now. The median age in the U.S. at this current point of time. He was a patriot, I guess you want to say, but not now, I guess, considered by the U.S. government. But, you know, he wanted to work for the government, went to the army, broke his leg, blah, blah. He couldn't serve for his country, and he found out what they were doing was completely illegal. You know, just for the background and all that kind of stuff. It was just beautiful, you know, just for a little bit of recognition of, you know, where it all starts and all that kind of stuff. So you better listen closely, because Edward Snowden is a standard dude who, in my opinion, was wrong for his rights, or, you know, something like that. So he signed language to this other character who knew 6 languages when they were based in Hawaii. And he said, I may not see you again, because he let this other, you know, character, this other guy know, you know, his buddy, that kind of it was going down, you know, and Edward was probably going to be on the run from the U.S. from here on out, because he was going to exploit the U.S. government's spying records under the Obama administration, how they spied on people's phone calls, every single citizen, everyone. He's the character. Edward Snowden was the guy who called that out for personal security. So, and like they say he offended national security. It's kind of ridiculous, you know. And I'm not just rambling. This is the realest, coolest beat to it. You know, a simple part of life. And man, Edward Snowden, I wish he was released under the Trump administration, was able to come back to the United States, but that's a different story. But the point of knowing multiple languages and ways to communicate in times of need, in times of stress, in times of happiness, using different methods to convey different ways of communication. And you might be in the darkness, you might be in the light, you might be deaf, you might be blind. Communication is key to life, and living that hard life, being scared, you know. Is it good to live scared? No. But you got to know what kind of lurks around that corner, you know, not be afraid. You be the one who's threatening to society a little bit. When you just walk that beat, you just know that the lights really shine on you in that point in time, and you can't be afraid to drop it, pop it, get ghetto, get street, get hard, get everything, man. It's just the way of life. So that's my blurb. Pay attention, y'all. Learn different languages. Learn how to communicate to planes. Look at Tom Hanks, man. You know, SOS. Y'all should know what the SOS stands for in Morse code. The universal language of the world. SOS. Dot 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 dot. Y'all should know that, man. And then you get knuckleheads who just don't shut up, blah, 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 you know? You could be one, I could be one, I don't know. You just got to know when to depart yourself from a certain situation, to keep on moving and grooving, to gain knowledge, and to beat the perspective that some may not understand. So figure it out, because knowledge is key. Learn about it. God bless y'all.